Nina Patel was always running late. Late for meetings, late for school pickups, late for life. Her calendar was a battlefield, and her car, her trusty silver Honda, was her warhorse. Every morning was a race against time, sipping lukewarm coffee while one hand balanced the steering wheel and the other tapped emails on her phone. But there was one thing she couldn't outrun: the Maple Street traffic light. It was a long one, 2.5 minutes on red. Nina timed it. Every day, without fail, she hit it. She cursed it like a personal enemy. On Monday, it stopped her again. She rolled her eyes, drumming her fingers on the steering wheel. Tuesday, same light, same red. She leaned back, defeated, watching as a delivery truck puffed exhaust in front of her. Wednesday, she let out an exaggerated sigh and muttered, "Of course." But Thursday was different as she pulled up to the red light again. Her eyes caught a small figure on the sidewalk. An elderly man sat cross-legged under the lone tree near the intersection, next to a cart selling incense and hand-painted fans. His skin was leathered with age, but his face was serene, almost glowing. He looked directly at her and smiled. Nina blinked. No one smiled at her these days, especially not strangers. The light turned green. She drove on. That night, she couldn't stop thinking about the old man. There was something unsettling in how peaceful he looked while doing nothing. It made her feel strangely tired. On Friday, she hit the red again. The old man was still there, sitting calmly with his back straight, like a stone in a river. Impulsively, Nina rolled down her window. "Don't you have somewhere to be?" she called out. The man looked at her, tilted his head, and said gently, "And miss this moment?" She laughed awkwardly. "You're kidding, right?" He simply closed his eyes again. That night, Nina lay awake, staring at her ceiling. She realized she hadn't noticed the sky in weeks, or the faces of her kids as they rushed through the morning routine, or the feeling of her own breath. The next Monday, she didn't mind the red light. Instead of fighting it, she breathed in deeply and looked around. The sunlight hit the windshield just right, catching specks of dust in a quiet shimmer. A boy on a bike zipped by, his backpack flapping like wings. A woman on the sidewalk helped an elderly man with his groceries. She saw it all. The light turned green, but she stayed an extra second. From that day on, the red light became her ritual, a pause, a breath, a moment just to be. Some days she saw the old man, some days she didn't. But she always smiled in his direction. One morning, the cart was gone. Just a note remained, written on a strip of rice paper and tied to the tree with twine. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you, Lao Tzu. Nina folded the note and tucked it into her glove compartment. She was still late sometimes, but now she was never in a hurry.